possibly in the future.
Yeah, you don't know, man.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody.
We're on.
Everybody in the future, I'm hoping things are going better.
Yeah.
But
most certainly,
somebody might be watching this on a cracked iPhone, like in the desert wastelands that used to be where we are.
This is actually what happens in the afterlife. After you die and leave the island, you all meet up in a Zoom meeting. Yeah, yeah. There's no church. It's just a Zoom meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, with all your friends before you move on.
Just randomly cutting in and out. It's great.
Yeah, your friend Ben is in the waiting room of the Zoom meeting. Hey man, you want to join the meeting? Nah, I don't think so.
I'll just hang out here in the lobby.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm into that Zoom thing. I don't know. I might wait for Hangouts. You know how that goes.
Yeah. So, hi, everybody. We're here with Anthony Nigrelli to do episode 14, The Candidate. So, everyone that's watching along, get episode 14 up, and we'll hit play in about 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Lock and Key.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I got an ABC logo.
I'm surprised they didn't zoom in close on one eye.
Yeah, they really should have. They had a perfect opportunity there.
It's
for
a
that.
missed opportunity, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Are you having some trouble with the stream, Anthony?
Oh no, it's just my episode begins with progressive.
Oh, you have ads.
You don't have ad free also.
This is the part where you get shamed by all your buddies. Like, you ain't got ad free.
I know.
No, I feel you though.
But yeah, so it's Locke.
Hey,
he's in the hospital. I was so tempted to I didn't want to prime myself. I wanted to see if I could figure out right where I picked up. I'm like, all right, is he evil yet? Oh yeah, he's certainly evil. That's cool.
Yeah.
But everybody's finding out that isn't that kind of interesting? Would you call finding out that your name is on a cave, is that like your purpose in life?
If you find that, find that and that informs you of what your purpose could be, you could probably run headlong into it. Well, some would, right?
Yeah.
If I found a cave with my name in it, I would probably be like, all right, so I need to figure out how this happened. Because I didn't write this here.
I didn't. You know what I think about when I think about things like the cave? I maybe this is a weird thing of me, but I never think about like the Jacks of the world, because what are the chances you're Jack, right? Yeah. When I think of this, is I think about like, what's it like to be destined to be the silver medalist, right? Like, sorry, that was your destiny, because only one guy can be the gold medal guy, right?
Yeah.
Some other things, like, it was your destiny to be
one.
second place. Yeah. And it's kind of a crappy contest to be second place of.
Yeah.
Maybe even first place. I don't know. Yeah. High responsibility on the job front for Mr. Jack.
Seriously.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I wonder if he ever just had like a regular job, or if it was always life and death.
Yeah. This is like, all right, so doctor, right? Well, can you lead an island? those are kind of the same thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question. Did he do anything before he was a doctor?
Yeah. Well, what was Jack's summer job like? Lifeguard.
Or was it just like he was in school just studying the whole time?
Going around Thailand, putting hands on women like you're not supposed to do.
Yeah, but he was already a doctor at that point.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
I think he was he was on like sabbatical.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Fired by his dad, I think, or something.
Okay, so, like, we kind of find, like, Jack is always trying to fix stuff, right? Because, take his mind off things. But, like, what do you think, like, what's Saeed still doing, right? Isn't he, like, he's just like, I'm not angry, I'm not happy, I'm just Saeed.
Yeah, well, like, that's another thing, too, that's worth talking about, is, like, he was infected by whatever evil coming out of the temple, dies,
Yeah.
and then and now like, and he ends up in the sideways for some kind of redemptive arc or some kind of confrontation before he moves on. I guess it's because he did really form a real relationship with those people on the island. Maybe that's what pulled him out of the darkness. I don't know.
Is he really out of the darkness though?
If he's dead, I would imagine that like your physical form can't be taken over by whatever that darkness was.
So you think that like he went to the sideways reality when he died the first time, and then that's just like a reanimated shell that's wandering around beating the shit out of everything.
Oh, I don't know. Well, because like I don't know if the darkness is dependent on his physical corporeal form, right? Because in the sideways reality, they've just, it's almost like whatever their essence was, that's what they're in now.
Yeah,
And I don't know. Yeah, essence was darkness.
No, we need somebody to like. Okay, I know this is kind of a little off topic, another show, but you guys ever hear of the game, The Cones of Dunshire?
No.
What is that?
All right, so it was a game that they mentioned in this show, Parks and Rec.
Right.
No, they didn't just mention it. They played it on the show.
Yeah,
more than once, I think.
Yeah, but what's great is they didn't fully, obviously, explain every little rule. There were just like little allusions to it and little scenes involving the game and stuff. And then eventually, people like from the pictures of the game and from what they know, and then just kind of adding their own spice, they were able to like figure out what they made their own rules. I love it if somebody made the rules for Lost.
Oh, something that could like that would jive with the rest of the canon without fucking up whatever.
Yeah.
Exactly. One, kind of like a unified theory for Lost. One Michio Kaku style explanation to just puppy all under one banner. I don't know. Is that guy still thinking anymore? Did he give up? You still out there figure skating, Michi? I don't know what he's up to. But, I'm watching another commercial.
Oh no.
Well, that's fine. Like we could always skip into the timestamp.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Timestamp when we get it.
Nice.
Done.
Nice. Let me tell you though, man, I really want to buy some insurance right now. They hit me with Progressive. Who is that? Flow? Flow is Progressive, right?
Flow still the.
Yeah, they hit me with
that bad Flow.
Yeah, they hit me with Flow in the beginning, and then I just got geckoed right now. You know what I mean? Yeah. Next thing you know,
so what do you want more?
I don't know.
Progressive or Geico?
Or do you want to be in good hands?
No.
Yeah, there's Allstate, there's State Farm.
Yeah, there's
Jake
Nationwide.
We are farmers.
Oh.
Farmers insurance.
Boom, ba-dum, boom, 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 boom.
They're probably listening to this whole thing. They're like, "Oh, these guys are lost on an island. They should have got insurance." They weren't thinking about their loved ones.
Yeah.
They're gonna hear this conversation and they're gonna blast you with nothing but insurance ads after this.
I would love if like more commercials were done like in universe, like how Rick and Morty has commercials for products where it's like it's with Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like the Pringles one or the Wendy's breakfast.
Yeah.
They're selling Death Stranding for PS4.
Yeah.
Hey, did you guys ever figure out what the sideways thing is?
In what way?
Yeah.
Because okay, so the island, that's a place,
Right.
right? And then the chapel at the end is some other spot,
Right.
and then the sideways, this is just like the holding pen.
I think that the chapel is Heaven's waiting room.
Oh,
and
okay.
The sideways reality is where you need to process through everything in order to get your ticket to heaven and then proceed to the waiting room.
It's a real.
You need to reconcile certain things with yourself, your past.
It's not a waiting area; it's an action area.
Yeah.
That is interesting too, because do any of them reach any full catharsis while they're alive? I would imagine Jack, because Jack is the leader, gives it up and dies before passing on the leadership. I'd feel like that would sweep him into like whatever the heaven would be. But I don't know if that's the argument they're trying to make, because at the end of this, it's just like we can move on, but we only can move on in these super soul clusters where there's a bunch of us that had some kind of meaningful interaction.
Super Soul Cluster sounds like a Muse song.
It sounds like something that Oprah Winfrey would put out.
Yeah.
Super Soul Cluster Sunday.
I kind of wonder if a lot of people's lives are contained like that. You know what I mean? Like, you talk about a super. Isn't it kind of convenient that everybody you know is just like in that chapel, and it happens to be that everybody in that chapel also knows each other? You know?
Yeah,
that is interesting.
Everyone knows each other, but it's not everyone you know. It's a portion of your network.
right.
Okay. Yeah, I got that. It'd be kind of like if all your high school friends all died at the same time.
I suppose so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that your entire high school class is decimated. It's just all the people that you liked.
Yeah. And
Oh,
it's
right,
like,
right.
High school kind of was where you peaked, and like that was the most important part of your life, and that's where you would go. Yeah.
Yeah, you go to like a little high school reunion.
I don't know. I don't think that this is what the show is trying to say, but I find it interesting that, like, what if, it's like, we know that Hugo goes on for a while after the series wraps up on Island. Like, what if he creates a whole other life after this? He, like, falls in love again, gets married, whatever. But that this stint or this version of him, like, after he dies, maybe some version of this goes into that sideways reality.
Oh, I see. He never really resolves it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know. Oh, that guy's dead.
Yeah. I don't. It's like Hugo stories. Like, I mean, it gets so close to being good, right? But it is mostly a bummer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he wins the lottery and it's just no good for him.
Yeah.
You know, despite all odds, there's some chick and then she dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys have Johnny Sparkles on earlier?
We did. Yeah.
We did.
You know.
Yeah. We know.
So
We love Johnny Sparkles.
Yeah, man. Like,
speaking of big dudes with tragic love lives.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I was just like, oh man, don't watch that episode. Nah.
Yeah. I feel like, yeah, you're right though. Like he does have to go through all that stuff. I feel like they make him the affable one, but he does have a lot of tragedy too. Maybe those are the things that he overcomes that still makes for him. I guess it's those challenges, like overcoming all that horseshit, that makes him the next candidate in terms of leading this island.
Yeah.
Because it seems like Jack would be the natural choice, and he is, and then he becomes it, but only for the time that the island needs him for. But then I kind of wonder, like, what role does the island play in the end game in this season? Because it's like, you thought it was the island that was making all these demands, and you find out it's just a game between two brothers. Does the island still have like some kind of presence here?
Like a consciousness?
Yeah.
Like a desire. Does the island have a will?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Jacob's
what I'm
will
wondering.
is the island's will.
So whoever is in charge of the island, but that would mean that the person who Jacob got his ability from, his mother, had the ability to control the will of the island. But then even with that ability, she still couldn't control who came to the island, because there are like other men on the island that she didn't want there and that she tried to stay hidden from, right?
Yeah. It's weird, like Roman dudes.
But if she had full control of the will of the island, that would mean that she would get rid of all humans that were there at that time.
But Jacob, was he able to just get rid of people? He avoided. He had people not coming to the island when he didn't want them to by moving the island, I thought.
Yeah,
that's true. So I wonder why Mother couldn't do that. Like, she's just known as Mother, right? She moved the island
Didn't she?
I don't know. That wheel
underground?
I mean, that wheel is kind of hard. You got to push. You know, you need like two. You need two people.
Yeah.
That's what she had kids. You know?
You made your way through. What was that, Chad?
Did she go underground? Because wasn't she yelling at the man in black for digging?
Yeah. And then
So maybe she didn't like fully harness the island.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
Like she knew how to do some stuff.
Yeah. That's kind of cool. You know, you pass down the next generation designs a little bit better of a samurai sword.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah. Maybe
Improved
it is
upon
that.
Dad's design.
Oh, so that could mean that like Hugo could have been doing some crazy shit
Water.
like by the end of his tenure of the island.
Hey, just to kind of check back in, did you guys see that scene yet where the smoke monster thing comes in and there's those little green orby half orb things or whatever they're called? You know.
Yeah.
I would love it if the smoke monster the whole time was just like, yeah, I was just pretending like those things could stop me. Because I never believed that. Did you believe that? I looked at those things and I went, those aren't stopping that thing.
Yeah.
I
The
just
pylons.
wanted to make you guys feel safe.
Yeah. Yeah. This is a false sense of security for y'all.
Yeah. It's like, don't worry, the green orbs will stop it. It's like, I don't know, boss. It's like we're gonna shoot guns at smoke. I don't know what that's gonna do either. Who thought this plan out?
So like we do have all these pylons.
Wouldn't it be funny if
ready
the
to go.
solution to that smoke monster was a HEPA filter? It's like bring in the vacuum. Make sure it's HEPA.
It's like a charcoal filter, just gets stuck in there.
Yeah, 'cause, you know, that's important. Oh my god. You know, I watched this one Survivor show that kind of reminded me, like they tried to like recreate Lost with real people, but instead of stranding them on an island, they were like, what happens if society collapsed? And
Right.
you were like in a suburb of LA or something. How would you survive? And I learned in that show that like 90% of people are useless.
Oh.
You know, it's like there was like the mechanic, he knew how to build everything,
Right.
and there was like a scientist guy who made sure that the water they were drinking didn't give them diarrhea, and then everybody else was useless.
That's crazy. So like I don't know, but I could sell you a timeshare. Well, I guess I can't sell timeshares now.
Yeah,
but
man.
Yeah.
if this society was working, oh, I would have you in a timeshare so fast.
Yeah. When it comes to trying to rebuild society from the ashes, my paralegal experience ain't worth shit.
We need laws, Chad. We need laws in
Yeah.
this new world.
Depending on the size of the civilization that we are working on rebuilding, we don't really need laws that bad. If there's only like a dozen of us, we can sort it out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the good thing about being a judge is they give you a cool hat. You know, when you're trying to rebuild society, they're like, this man is a man of knowledge and power. He
Yeah,
must have a
one
hat.
of those judges'
Yeah.
hats you always see judges wearing.
I don't know. I just feel like it'd be tall and pointy. I don't know.
A wizard. You're thinking of a wizard.
Priests?
Yes, I don't know.
Like I feel like you're thinking of some sort of magi or wise man.
Yeah.
Yeah, in old societies they would do that. Like they didn't think hats were silly back then.
Yeah.
Like you know that guy Khabib Nurmagomedov?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Like he wears a really silly hat, but where
he
they
also beats ass.
right? That's what I mean. Like super tough guys, like back in the day, thought that those silly hats were awesome.
Yeah.
You know, so I feel like if society reverted back to those kinds of times, we'd be back to silly hats.
Well,
I would not mind having a hat-based society where like the hat informs you of someone's rank
station in
or
life.
station. Yeah.
Hat-based society.
It's just a hat with a number. Or a hat with a number and a letter. Oh, what are you, a 7L? Get the hell out of here. This is for 3Bs.
no.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, the hat just has your meow meow bead score.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna be right back. Everyone's frozen on my chat.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah, mine too.
Oh, really?
What do I do? Do I reset?
Yeah, I think I would just close your Skype and
Okay.
start.
Let's see.
Yeah. So right now we got
Ooh, excuse me.
Stupid. in a hospital bed after his surgery. He keeps saying, "I wish you had believed me," to Jack, which of course was his suicide note to Jack in the real world.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That was his last thought. His last thought.
So it's still something he's thinking about. Oh yeah, because that was the last thing that John Locke thought before he came out here.
Right.
And Apollo Bar, so take a bite of pizza.
Will I be able to just join the call again?
I think so. I thought you can call me on iTunes.
Okay, cool. Let me try it.
It didn't work for me.
Oh.
Like I can still talk to you guys, but I've got no video.
Oh, you
You
can't
guys
see
see
us?
me?
Yeah, we can see you.
Yeah, I can see you. Oh, wait.
Yeah, your camera's working, Chad. I shouldn't tell
Okay.
you and just let you keep waving your arms around.
Yeah, be working. Work that camera, son.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Or you
can't
can
see
see
us.
Anthony, and that's it.
Oh, we have to reset, maybe.
I
Yeah.
don't think David should sign off because
Yeah,
that might be
it's
problematic.
gonna screw up the screen. But
I'm
Yeah.
the only one who has a video on mine.
oh, you can't see anybody
No.
else.
I mean, I
Oh,
see
okay.
your guys' cool avatars.
Yeah. I see David like,
Ah,
and I see AJ with the halo.
yeah. I
Oh,
can
okay.
see you. Hey.
Halo.
Oh, that's actually. Let me see if I can log off and log back.
All right.
Yeah, we're good.
So yeah, I shaved my mustache off a few hours ago, and I missed some spots, and I just keep touching them. Oh yeah,
Alright.
Anthony, did
I
you
see
see?
Better?
AJ.
Okay.
Did you notice anything different about Chad, Anthony? You can't see him, so never mind.
Yeah, I can't see him now. Dang it. Did you do the chaplain, or what is it
Yeah,
called?
yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
The reverse chapter.
the reverse chaplain.
First chaplain.
Every time
Alright.
I rejoin, it always puts me in the "This is fine" background.
Yeah, that's kind of where I
I'm
pictured.
still blurred out.
When I picture Chad, he's sitting there.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Interesting. Let me.
Can you see me now?
No.
No, Hmm.
Can anybody see me?
I can see you. I can see everybody.
Oh, okay.
So Chad's just giving a thumbs up.
Yeah, I did the freeze thing again.
A freeze thing.
Uh,
Wait, who can you see?
Yeah, well-
Anthony? Anybody?
No, still can't see you. And I see AJ. Anthony's frozen for me again.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
getting the same
Anthony's
thing. I see
frozen.
Chad and Anthony's frozen.
Anthony, are you still there?
Okay, so in the episode, we've got everybody about to assault the submarine.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's holding the line there. We got Sawyer, Jack, Locke, or Locke Smoke wants to.
Oh,
There we go.
There's Anthony.
Oh, he's
I can
moving
see
again.
him.
He's moving. He's grooving.
Can
I'm
you see
back.
us?
Yeah, I'm back. I just can't see any video on anybody else, which is weird.
Yeah,
I
it
see.
is weird.
Oh, and now Anthony's gone.
I'm gone. What?
I can still see
Your
you.
video's gone.
I
I can't
can
see you.
still see Anthony moving.
Oh, I can't see him.
My video's gone.
I think Skype's just being weird because it's been on for almost 12 hours straight now. 12 hours straight.
Yeah,
Skype's like,
yeah. It says
shit.
10 people on this call,
Yeah.
or 13 people on
Well,
this
yeah,
call.
I think I'm going to just kick all those people out. That might help make it
Yeah.
a little smoother. when I think
That might
about it.
help.
Yeah, let me do that. So, bye-bye.
Do, 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 do.
Farewell.
Get the fuck out of here. We don't want any of you.
I think I can.
I mean, we enjoyed you while you were here.
Yeah. But now your ghosts are just eating up memory.
Mhm.
I think.
All right, we got Sawyer on the sub, basically, and Lapidus.
Yeah.
Lapidus is just knocking out folks.
With the butt of his rifle, just hitting him in the head. How do I get rid
Hey,
of it?
that's all sensitive equipment, right? For like a submarine, they're like just waving like guns in there all willy nilly.
Dun, 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 dun.
You know what? You gotta admit, Claire is
Get
one.
rid of him.
She gets super weird
Yeah.
as the series goes on. At first, she's like, "Oh, I like peanut butter." You know what I mean? And then like when, like, what is it? They take her baby.
Yeah.
After that, she just it's over for her, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she
You know,
turns
like
into
when
Rousseau.
you lose your baby and like alone on the island for what was it, 2 years with the smoke?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like source of power and liability, right? Like being a mom,
Yeah.
right? Like you get the power of parent, but then like now you're also like if your kid dies, it just breaks you. So, I don't mean to laugh at parents who lost. Okay, this is horrible. Please, please don't ever. But it's really rough. It's like, you know what I mean? It's something that like most people don't really recover from. But I'm just saying her character definitely gets super weird once the kid gets abducted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then
I
I
love how
think they.
Smoke Monster Lock is basically just Terminator.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Untouchable. Like, not even his shirt gets any of those tolls anymore.
He
Right,
just
sure.
walks like straight into gunfire.
No.
I wish they did that more. Maybe they were thinking in terms of saving budget for this thing, but like I would love to see some smoke effect after like a bullet like pierces through a smoke lock, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
The way they do it now, right, is Locke just walks up and bullets just do nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't even see him hit him, right? They don't even hit him and like bounce off or something like that. You don't see like it's just like you hear gun sounds and he just walks forward. But you know what though? It's like I kind of realized like when you're shooting TV shows, you got like even if something in the background's just a little bit off, if you just kind of pan right past it, people don't see that building that shouldn't be there or whatever it is, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That is great.
I think I'm a little okay. Did they already go for the stub? You guys?
No, the sub is currently descending. Will Lock and Clear send on.
Oh, I don't like it. Every time there's water, someone gonna die. It's like,
Water's dangerous.
Water is super dangerous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You gotta crawl through water. You gotta go underwater. You gotta write a note and stick it to a door. I don't know.
Yeah, right on your palm.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it was. You gotta write it on your palm. It would have been funny if, like, it's really great. It's like if he had like all these bandages from where he was. No, he wasn't like cutting himself. He was a heroin guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like rubbing it on his gums. I didn't realize it's
doing it
like,
wrong.
Yeah. I don't know.
Isn't the solution just to surface and throw the fucking thing away?
I think so.
Is it gonna take you more than 3 minutes to surface? Just do it, surface. They just got a guy in there, like at gunpoint, working all the levers. Like he could just be like, "Nah, I'm good."
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
Shoot me? And you have to
Shoot me?
work all these levers yourselves. Yeah.
Look how many levers there are. So many levers.
You know, it's like in shows like The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, okay, I get it. I see why they're all good with guns now. It's because they've been having to like claw their way for survival for like the last several months, learning how to do this better, right?
Right.
You know, but sometimes I watch these Survivor people, and I watch the way they move and how they take people out and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know where their training day was. You know? Oh,
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh my God!
it's funny how quickly they go from just being people to shooting people in the jungle. Like how quickly they start shooting others and stuff.
Oh yeah, man.
And this doesn't ever weigh on their conscience, like any other previous season or anything. Like, I just shot and killed a guy. Like, I shot him in the face. Like, none of that comes back into play, or it doesn't leave any of them with any PTSD.
Yeah.
Or from that.
To me, what would be really hard is, you ever see that thing where they're like, oh, they got a guy, but they're not going to shoot this one. They're just going to hit him with the butt of the gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? They're so fast with it. It's like, bam, hit him with the gun. And I'm like, you never see someone go like, ooh, and then kind of like,
yeah.
Like, there's no one who's like even a little tepid about it. You know, people just whack people, man.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, then it's not going to knock them out. So
yeah, I guess
the realistic thing is that you would hit somebody, but not hard enough, and then they would just be like, "Ow!" and you just have to beat them like over and over again.
You just have to keep on hitting them over and over until they're unconscious or dead.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's why I kind of like the guns, because then it's like it doesn't matter if you're like not feeling like squeamish about it. If you pull the trigger, the gun does the rest.
Yeah.
You know, you're not going to shoot a tepid shot.
Yeah.
Well, the problem with if you're afraid to use the gun is the aim.
Yeah.
Like if you flinch as you're pulling the trigger, a lot of times you're not hitting what you want to hit.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Bye, crazy mom.
It's like, why didn't you close any of the doors behind you?
I just thought, how'd they get her with that? It's like the oldest trick in the book. It's like, I turned around and they took my bicycle. It's like, yeah.
Are you getting to the part where they're standing on the pier just watching the sub?
Yeah. It's great. I love this show. You know, this is, I think, one of the problems with shows having like numbers or season lengths or television in general, right? It's just like, I have to admit, you ever spoil a movie for yourself on Netflix by mousing over the screen while the movie's going and seeing how much longer there is left?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate when I do that to myself. You know? And it's like, I feel like all television's kind of like that.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just like, this whole time I'm like, what's going to happen to the sub? And it's like, oh, lock.
Yeah. When you know that there's 12 minutes left in the episode, it's like, oh, well, they're not going to die right now. They're going to get out of this particular situation, and then there's going to be at least one more thing.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So it's just like, you know, television does suffer a little bit there, you know.
Yeah. No, it's crazy because like sometimes you get absorbed in it and you're set watching into the credits, and then sometimes you're like, how much left of this is there? And you're like, oh, shit. 2 minutes and we got credits. This is gonna be a cliffhanger right here.
Yeah.
Right. People out there come up with really wonderful terms, and one of my favorite terms that I've heard people coin is plot armor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love the way that sounds, you know. It's exactly how it functions. It's like, oh, the plot.
Yeah.
Oh, so great. But that's what kind of we all know is the most hardcore part about real life stories is no plot is so important that you just can't get whacked by anything random.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's because real life's not a story, unfortunately.
Yeah, man. I mean, it kind of is.
Or if it is, it's a George R.R. Martin story where we're all subject to whims of fate.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's like. You know? Yeah. You're like, right now, boom, they kill these people. Next 3 episodes of the show, about 7 completely different characters we've never met before.
Yeah. I think that might be the next
episode. I should have got too comfortable.
Nah.
It was a bomb on a sub. What do you think would happen to all of them? So wait, what's the trick here? Put the bomb in the torpedo bay. How do you guys get out of this?
Well, you'll see.
Yeah.
Like,
I
do you
don't remember.
remember Batman 66 when Batman has to get rid of the bomb?
Yeah.
Or he just grabs it and starts running?
Yeah.
No, but I mean like
Oh, how would I get out of this?
like how would you get it? Do you guys? Okay, so
Yeah, it's
let's
fun
spend the
to
next
kind of.
talk about it for 45 seconds.
Yeah. So I think there's got to be emergency hatches and things that'll let you out, and then you just have to. Hopefully, it's you can get one of these little oxygen things, so you can't go up too fast. So you'll get the bends, right?
Dang, we used Yabez too early this morning.
Oh yeah, he would know all about this stuff.
Be like, John,
He used to be on a
what's
submarine.
protocol?
Yeah.
He's like, oh no, we're all gonna die. That's
Yeah,
I feel
that's
like
probably
that would
it.
be John's answer.
If you're submerged,
That's
it's pretty slim chances.
It's like, wait, you guys got 2 minutes? Oh no, you're already dead. How deep are you? Oh, so yeah, super dead. Your first mistake was going in a submarine. Oh my god.
And there it is.
Yeah.
No, there it is for us, not for Anthony.
It's true. That's another. That's a terrifying character to be. The character that can see 2 minutes into the future, right? Like long enough to know what's coming, but not long enough to change it.
Yeah.
Yeah. See this part. Oh well, I know you haven't gotten this far, Nigrelli. We can talk about it, but we got to talk about this submarine situation.
Submarine situation.
Oh yeah, the tragic love story ending.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, that's
See,
yeah.
At no point in this tragedy does son mention you gotta go, you gotta live,
No.
you got a daughter. But then the writer said that they wrote it that way on purpose. Like they made sure that she didn't invoke the daughter because they didn't want the audience to have like some kind of weird.
Yeah,
you know,
it does make you
misgivings
feel weird
this.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
but don't you think it's weird that she doesn't mention the daughter?
Yeah.
That's probably the weirder part.
Yeah.
Right. She's like, you need to go, and he's like, I'm not leaving here. And she's like, you gotta go though. For
Maybe
reasons
she's just thinking, like, hey, you know what? Kate got this. She's already raising a kid that's not hers.
Yeah, she can do
She'll
it.
figure this out.
Yeah.
She's good at it.
Yeah.
Well, like, okay, that kid is being raised by the grandmother, right? Which is the woman that put all that stuff on son to be like, make sure that you're an attractive catch for a good man. You know, like, because there's episodes of that too, where the mom is just like, it's very traditional and very like, get you a good, you know, crime boss husband.
Yeah.
Like, she's gonna be downloading all that shit into Ji-yeon after this.
Oh, here's something I don't remember, guys. Is that scene where that giant steel door that they used to seal a bulkhead in a submarine
Right.
breaks off its hinges and flies into the captain? Does he die? I don't know. Is that his
I
death scene
assume
right there?
so.
I don't think that's the end of Lapidus.
Oh, okay. I
I mean,
okay.
it should be.
Yeah.
couldn't remember.
But I think they get him out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he
Frank
flies
ends up
them out.
flying them out of there.
But yeah, let's just say that guy takes that shot like a champion.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Definitely took some brain damage on that one.
Yeah. It's like my cranium imploded, but otherwise I was all right.
The best part about that is right before the door flies off
Right.
and murders him, he's just like, oh, shit.
Right. Yeah, that's what that is. That's the look on his face.
Yeah. He saw into the future about 5 seconds. Went, oh man.
Mhm.
With that.
Yeah, that would be like the 2 minutes thing. It's like that sucks. But imagine if your superpower was seeing 2 seconds into the future.
No, an episode like this, right? What you're seeing right now with the submarine, the whole like Schrodinger's gun. You know what I'm talking about? Where they introduce a gun, and if you don't see it by the third act, you don't know if it's real or not.
That's Chekhov's gun.
No.
All right, yeah. I just know one of them gets cancer and the other one doesn't exist.
Yeah.
All right, so
No, that's Schrodinger's cat.
But yeah, that's the submarine. The
Right.
submarine is that thing, right? So that's how episodes like this get made. It's the same way that Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom got made, right? Is what you think of is you're like, we want to sink that submarine, right?
Right.
Because and that's how this whole thing comes about. They're like, we don't care how, as long as this episode ends up in a place where we can do the submarine thing. You know, I really feel like that's how this kind of episode comes about. Like, you know,
like they introduced the submarine like 3 episodes ago, just because they're like, oh, we're gonna red herring this audience. They're gonna think that's the way out.
Season 1. So like when they're writing Raiders of the Lost Ark, right?
Oh, don't talk about season 1, by the way.
Huh? Yeah,
don't talk about season 1.
Yeah, you get the sub early on, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we've seen the sub and seen it explode. That's like at season 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like,
just don't talk about season 1 because Chad doesn't know about it. But
oh right, but I'm just saying, like, you know, with the sub and everything, it's just like, you know, I feel like when they're writing it initially, they have all these ideas for the show, like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if there were other people on the island, or oh, wouldn't it be cool if there was this other little island, or you know, they have all these things that they come across, and the same thing happened when they were writing Raiders of the Lost Ark. When they were writing this movie, they'd be like, okay, we got to have a tank, you know, we want to do all these cool ideas.
Right.
There were some ideas that were too ridiculous. They were just too ridiculous, and that's how they made Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. They just took all their like, what happens if Indiana Jones were to jump out of a plane, no parachute, just survive with a boat, slide down a mountain, fly into a river?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, that's what I'm saying. All their crazy ideas that didn't fit into the Raiders of the Lost Ark, that's how they made Temple of Doom.
Dude.
Yeah.
I mean, so I feel like this episode, this is another like example of like Hollywood just being like, we're going to sink this sub and it's going to be awesome and it's going to be a cool thing. And then the writers had to get to work. It was the sub first. It was like, sink this sub.
It feels like a studio note, like an ABC's. Like there's some big ways. Like, all right, we need to get some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and run in this episode.
So I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
what if all the crazy ideas ended up in The Leftovers? I guess I never watched it, so I can't tell you.
There's some crazy shit. There's a cruise ship with a lion named Fraser on it. That whole show is cuckoo banana pants, but it's fantastic. I dig it because it is so weird. And you get some of that in like Watchmen too, with the squid rain and all that shit. It's dope. I like the ideas they play with.
Okay, guys, you got to help me out here. All right, so we're all going down in a sub, the 4 of us together.
Right.
Hands, looking into each other's eyes as we plunge to our doom.
Yeah.
Right? Is there an easy way to drown?
Gotta be.
Like,
what do you mean an easy way to drown?
Because, look, guys, I know holding your hands is supposed to comfort me, but is there any way we can make this quicker?
Yeah, what the...
like she just...
Continue this on the next episode.
Chad's solution for drowning is shoot yourself.
Yeah, it's faster.
There's no neck snapping happening. Like maybe you could just do a quick neck snap. That always seems so painless in TV and movies.
You know what's gonna happen too is, all right, so if I'm like going down in a submarine with Shay, right? Like we're holding her hands, I can totally hold my breath way longer than she can. You know, so it's like, oh, it's gonna be such a bummer because it's like, well, I'm like holding my breath. It's like she's gonna be done way earlier. You know what I mean?
I feel like I would have to just blow out the air that's in my lungs if I knew, like, okay, that's it. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. Just do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then big gulp. I don't want to drown with you guys. Nothing against you. It just doesn't sound more pleasant.
Yeah. Once the panicking, once the panicking goes away, drowning's easy.
Yeah.
Mostly because there's nothing you can do, so it's like,
Yeah, the nothing you can do thing.
Yeah. That's a great way to
Like,
end
oh,
this
that's-
episode 14, The Candidate.
Nothing you can do about it. That's the end of this episode.
Yes.
We'll be back
We'll be back in just a few
in
minutes.
minutes.
So everybody, hang
And we'll
out.
still have Anthony.
Yeah.
All
Anthony,
right. Yeah.
watching
All right.
episode 15, Across the Sea. Just a couple minutes.